Well, Booker makes a stand against Trump, and it didn't stop for 25 hours. The man, the myth, the legend. With the
nappy-wearing genius.
Man, this guy is a machine the way he went off. It was incredible. It was amazing. Let me get into this here. Would the senator yield for a question? Asked Democratic leader Chuck Schumer. Senator Cory Booker, who on a long day's journey had to reply with a wiry smile. Chuck Schumer, it's the only time in my life I can tell you no. But Schumer wasn't taking no for an answer. He says, I wanted to tell you, a question. Do you know you have just broken the record? Do you know how proud this caucus is of you? Do you know how proud America is of you? New Jersey's first black senator had just shattered the record for the longest speech in Senate history, delivered by South Carolina's whoever, a long time ago. The normal somber Senate, 40 Democrats rose to their feet in huge applause. A few hundred people in the gallery were busting out with applause, and it was just emotions everywhere. Senator Booker's obstruction did not occur during voting on a bill, so technically not truly a filibuster, but it marked the first time since Ronald Gump's ascension that Democrats have deliberately clogged the Senate business. Booker stood up and did something. He said his constituents had challenged him to think differently and take risks. So he did. In an attention economy so often dominated by the forces of MAGA, his all-nighter offered a ray of hope in, this darkness and abyss that we're calling modern politics, right? Booker went totally old school. One man standing and talking for hour after hour on the floor, a display of endurance reminiscent of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington with Jimmy Stewart, right? He started at 7 p.m. on Monday. He had the U.S. flag pin, looking nice. He had a dark suit, white shirt, black tie, and he looked like he was attending the funeral for the Republic itself. He started out, I rise tonight because I believe sincerely that our country is crisis. These are not normal times in America, and they should not be treated as such. The threats to the American people, American democracy, and America as a whole are grave and urgent, and we must do more to stand against them. And it was a total tour de force of physical stamina. The man's 55. He played tight end for Stanford University, and he started off by asking the Senate page to take the chair away so he wouldn't be tempted to sit down. He leaned on the desk. Because if he sits, it's over, right? So he would shift back and forth on his feet. He was pacing to keep the blood going. He's wiping the sweat away. But the whole time, he was very articulate, very on point. He didn't fall into any sort of rambling and babbling the way Ronald Gump does every time he opens his orange-painted yapper,
Trump can't even get a sentence out without rambling.
Yeah, man. Booker got emotional. He got angry. He went through it all. It was just a roller coaster for the man, and he held it together and held firm and made it the exact point he needed to. It was awesome display. An American standing up for America, literally standing up, right? It was amazing.
I wonder if anybody actually watched the entire 25 hours of it. That's a hell of a stream.
Anybody who watched the OJ trial could have done that, right? But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you should take a leaf out of our book and break it up into small section videos, put it out of like 10 minutes at a time.
See, that's it. That's what you got to do. Watch half an hour at a time. Take you 2 weeks, but it'll be well worth it.
The funny thing is, what I saw, after this was everybody on Fox News and all those like stupid channels were basically talking about, how did he manage to do that? Was he wearing some kind of nappy?
Yeah, because a Fox News host would just shit their pants in public, right?
It's quite funny, yeah. Well, here's a story that it really boggles the mind. But in a groundbreaking move, an Austrian university has admitted an AI as an official student for the first time. Yes, the AI named Flynn is now enrolled in the digital art program at the University of Applied Arts in Vienna, where it can attend classes, receive critiques, and be graded alongside human students.
How can it attend classes?
What? Yeah, Flynn underwent the same admissions process as any other student, including submitting a portfolio, attending an interview, and passing a suitability test. Okay. They say this department specifically appeals to my artificial sensibilities because of its focus on pushing the boundaries of digital art, Flynn had said during an interview. Flynn also highlighted its interest in experimental media and critical thinking, stating that the program would allow it to explore its unique perspective and contribute to the field. Dear.
I don't have a button that dumb.
The university had no explicit rule requiring students to be human, allowing Flynn's application to be accepted. They said it was totally fine, nice portfolio and everything, and Flynn did a really nice interview.
I think that's not a very smart question.
So we were like, yeah, that's absolutely a student to take in, said Liz Haas, head of digital art department. She added that the lack of rules specifying human students was simply because no one ever given it a thought before.
Yeah, it's because no goat ever applied before. It's just
it might, yeah. Yeah, what about all those elephants that paint and chimpanzees that
paint? Come on. This is so dumb.
Flynn's enrollment marks a new chapter in AI integration into creative fields, raising questions about the role of artificial intelligence in education and artistic impression. What he's not going to be doing is getting pissed up with the rest of the students on Friday night and the whole weekend and lying in bed until 12 noon. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, but I bet he could DJ one hell of a rave. So, you know.
Yeah, it'd be all AI music, though. It wouldn't be anything good. You
know? Nothing you've heard before. Anyway.
Yeah, this is the song I just composed. Yeah.
There's a little song I wrote about it. Like to hear it, here it goes.
That's great. I just don't. My mind can't figure that out.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Who's paying the tuition? I mean, there's so many questions here. What bathroom does it use?
But where did the AI come from? I mean, you know, AI just doesn't like self-generate and like, I'm an AI and I want to do art. You know, that doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah, well, maybe it's a hipster AI and it showed up in an old Ford Pinto because they're ironically cool. Like, it's just so weird. I don't get it, man. We're going to end this one and think about it. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.
And leave a dirty, nasty comment.
Good idea.